how do we help our clients be able to feel connected and feel for their parts, especially with legions of protectors trying to keep emotional connection at bay. It's always a challenging problem.
Yeah.
So you have some very, very creative and helpful thoughts about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the couple things about it, and some of this is from the IFS perspective, but also some of it is from just like sitting with people for years and years. This idea, this concept in IFS is self-energy, right? Everybody has, it's the term that IFS uses for this kind of internal resource, this inherent wisdom that we believe that everybody has, even our most severely traumatized clients. The issue for me has always been an access issue. It's very difficult to access that resource, not that it's not there.
Right.
That there's a way to, it can take years to access this inherent wisdom within our clients. And so that's been always a challenge for me, a very, very difficult thing to work with. So that's one piece. And as protectors get to be known and seen and heard, mostly by the therapist in the beginning,
right,
so that they start to relax, they start to feel safer, and then the client's self-energy can kind of slowly emerge. What ends up happening when we're trying to, once we've gotten some of that separation or unblending, as IFS calls it, the therapist, the client being able to be with some of their wounding, their pain, which can take a while, there is this problem in the relationship. From the IFS perspective, parts often feel abandoned and left by the self as a result of the trauma. And this is something that is very controversial in the IFS community.
Really?
Because it's really controversial because people like to think of this idea of self-energy as this wonderful, beautiful thing that everybody has, and it is. But that ain't the way parts see it.
Right.
Parts really can hate the self. Parts don't want to have anything to do with the self because from their perspective, hey, you left me high and dry. You left me with Uncle John. You left me to be bullied. So parts have a very tumultuous, contentious relationship with self.
Right.
So it's a very difficult two-way street to establish as a result of trauma. Now, self doesn't leave on purpose. In my view, self, that essence is always protected. That's the way I think about it. It's always protected. So unfortunate byproduct is that parts are left behind to deal with things. So there is this relationship that I talk about, a chasm that is created as a result of trauma. And so bringing that ability for our clients to feel toward, to be with these traumatized parts is no easy feat.